You guys, Joe is something else because I just gave him the camera and I asked him to record this opening for me. And he's all like, I'm already sleepy. Every time he looks through the viewfinder of the camera, he gets sleepy. What's wrong with him? You guys diagnose him for me. So anyways, today I'm testing a small batch recipe for my new cookbook that I'm still working on. Today is what, June 25th. I want to be done with it by June the 30th and I'm still editing. I've gone through the book 8 times and I'm still finding mistakes. Anyways, today I'm gonna test try Mom's rice pudding, the small batch version. You're watching the Bare Pantry Show. Welcome to the Bare Pantry Show. If you want to learn how to cook in simple steps and have your dishes come out great the first time, then you're in the right place. Learn to make restaurant-style meals, comfort foods, and authentic Belizean dishes from basic ingredients. So because I was only testing the recipe, I wasn't going to record a show, but it's coming out so good so far that I decided to record now, okay? So let me show you the ingredients. You're going to need 7 ounces of evaporated milk, 7 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, a 1/4 cup of granulated white sugar, and 2 eggs and some lemon extract, but I'm out of that, so we're going to skip that for right now. So because I was only testing the recipe, I wasn't going to do any recording, but it's coming out so good right now that I decided to record, alright? So here are the ingredients. You're going to need 7 ounces of evaporated milk, 7 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, a 1/4 cup of regular white sugar, 2 eggs, and some lemon extract, but I'm out of that right now. And of course, we're going to need the rice. So in order to make this rice slab looking thing here, you know, see how it looks like oatmeal? I use this pot. This 4-quart pot, but honestly guys, try to use a bigger pot. And I put 1/4 cup, see this? 1/4 cup of long grain white rice with 7 cups of water. And I cooked it for 40 minutes, okay? But it kept wanting to boil over, so I kept having to like stir it or just put something in there to calm it down. So I would use a bigger pot. So now that we have that in place, let me show you what the rice looks like. It looks like oatmeal or rice slab. See? It's supposed to be mushy like this, okay? And it had a little bit of water in it last night when I was done cooking it. So it's gonna be okay. We're gonna put liquid in there. Let's add the evap. The liquid that was left in the rice after I was done boiling it last night wasn't too much, okay? So the starch made it get sticky. This sweetened condensed. And I suppose if you taste it right now and it's sweet enough for you, you're good to go without the sugar. But I'm just kind of following what my mom did in her recipe, okay? I tend to do that with recipes. I follow exactly what the person says to do, and then I can start tweaking it to make it my own later. But I'm not a great fan of rice pudding, so this is not something I'd be tweaking. Okay, and of course now the eggs. Let me go ahead and get these open and beat them. And of course my Uncle Roger would tell me to take the eyes out, but it is what it is. You know, this is how Joe and I met, right? My mom made some of her delicious rice pudding and my Aunt Lita wanted some. And so she had Joe give her a ride to come pick it up because my Aunt Lita doesn't know how to drive. And Joe was friends with my Aunt Lita and her husband. And her husband was away at his reserve army weekend. That's how we met. I think I told you guys too much. Alright, so what are we going to put this in? I didn't think it was going to be so plentiful, but it is. So let's see. I have like a 9 by 5.5 by 2 regular loaf pan. And then I have the same thing in glass, but it's a loaf pan again. And then I have this one. I think this is too tiny. Let's see the size. It is like 7.5 by 5.5. I have this one. These are all Pyrex dishes, okay? 8.5 by 6.5. What do you guys think I should do? You think people would have this? Because this comes by a set. Like 1, 2, and a bigger one with it. So, you know what I'm going to do? Is use the loaf pan. I'm going to use the glass loaf pan, okay? And see how we're going. So grease it. So let's pour this. And it's not going to harm you if you wanted to put another egg, okay? If you wanted to put 3 eggs, but we're going to do 2. It's perfect. You guys think it's perfect? Okay, preheat the oven to 350, and then we're going to stick it in there for an hour. So while the oven is coming up to temperature, I'm going to try a small batch of bread pudding. I did try one yesterday in this loaf pan, and it came all the way up here, and it gave us 6 big chunks of bread pudding. But I want to try yet a smaller one, and for this one, I actually found lactose-free sweetened condensed milk. Let me taste it. But I didn't find the evaporated milk, so I'm still not going to be able to eat this, but soon I'll find that. Ooh. Ooh. Lord, that tastes way better than regular condensed milk. It's sweet. I gotta let Jada taste that. So for this one, we're gonna do 7 ounces of the sweetened condensed milk, 7 ounces of the evaporated milk, 2 eggs, no sugar. We need lemon extract again. I don't have any, so it is what it is. For this one, I'm gonna butter the bread. Yesterday for the one that I tried, I didn't do bread and butter. I just cubed the slices of bread, and sometimes Mama would just like tear the bread apart to just get it all mushy. So for this one, we're going to do bread and butter. So you just want to get a nice salted butter, okay? And you butter it lavishly. This is what I used to love doing with my grandma when I was growing up, because she had had a stroke the year that I was born, and she couldn't use her left hand really well. So we would do this because we could be messy with the butter. Oh, I missed a spot. How dare me? How dare I miss a spot? Okay. Butter both sides. Lavishly. I would prefer for you to use a salted butter. Only because we're not adding any salt to this bread pudding, okay? You want something to offset all the sweet. So let's see what we're going to put this in first of all. I think I've bought some trouble for myself. Okay, let's cut this up. So normally I cut it like a triangle. But normally for my big bread pudding, I'd be using 6 slices of bread. We only have a little bit here. Let's mix up the custard and see what container we're going to put this all in, okay? Put the egg. Come on. I've got my computer here, so I'm trying to be careful not to get anything on it. The evaporated milk. And the oven is at 330 right now. And this gorgeous lactose-free milk. If you guys would ever want to send me a gift from Amazon, can you send me lactose-free sweetened condensed milk or lactose-free evap milk? And I'm also going to look for lactose-free heavy cream. Don't forget your extract, but it has to be lemon. Don't put no vanilla. My mom used to be so upset when people would put vanilla in everything. She goes, there are certain things that don't need vanilla. Let's grease this. I don't know if this recipe, this little one's going to be in the book. I might just leave the bigger one. But we trying. So let's cut this again. Oh, I'm cutting with the back of the knife. I'm not seeing. See how I'm just laying it there? There's nobody home right now except for me and Josh, and he's sleeping, so that's why I'm trying to get this stuff done before the crowd comes back and make the kitchen all hot. Too many bodies in the kitchen. Just gonna lay it like that and try to lay it a little bit better. It's not looking bad at all, guys. And then the last one. So the trick to my mom's gorgeous flan type bread pudding is for you not to use too much bread. Some people put too much bread in their bread pudding and then it becomes too dry and hard. Okay. I think those are laid pretty nicely. Let me go ahead and wash this butter off my hands. So let's pour this on here. And just keep making sure it kind of stays. Alright guys, so I am going to go ahead and stick my rice pudding in. See how it's looking? Top shelf, right towards the center. And then let's put this baby in. Top shelf again next door to it. Now we're gonna set the timer for 1 hour. It has to be 60 minutes. Woo, child. So, rice pudding is too much work for me. 40 minutes I had to boil that rice on the stovetop first. The house got hot last night when I was trying to do that. And then you saw me pick it up this morning and it went 1 hour and 45 minutes. All right? But look, let's see. You think that's a slice? That looks like a slice, right?
It's a sliver.
It's a sliver? Oh, that looks good. Oh, it's still warm. That looks pretty good. I think Mama would be proud. She was good at puddings, you know, my mom. So let's try this bread pudding. This is the bread and butter pudding. Oh, Lord, that smells so good. The milk for the lactose-free condensed milk was so tasty. More tasty than regular condensed milk. I think they put more sugar in that to give it the body. Something they do. Okay. This went for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Look, you see this right here? It looks like the milk was boiling. Like, you know, when they have the boiled milk for the Belizean cake or dulce de leche. So I think I'm gonna keep this recipe in the book. 6 good pieces. But for when Joe and I want to make this again in the future, because it's only me and Joe that eat bread pudding, we're gonna do this little one. You like this little one, Joe? This is a bread and butter pudding. I think I like that one better. Let's taste. Oh my God. It's going down to my toe and it's not gout. That lactose-free milk is the bomb.com. I need to find the lactose-free evaporated milk now. Okay, let's taste this rice pudding. Joe, you don't like rice pudding, right? Oh, this is still hot. Let me blow on this. Jory just told me, Mom, if there's a vaccine that we could take so we could not be lactose intolerant again, would you take it? Like, I'll be the first one in the line. Oh, you see the fly, Joey came back. You guys, let me stop. I am distracted with this fly. So the fly didn't think I was going to get it, but I split its body in 2. There, that fly comes inside my house. Oh, I'm going to get this on my pretty dress. And rice pudding will burn your tongue. Okay. All right. It was worth the time. It was worth it. You know, I don't dislike rice pudding. It's just not my favorite pudding. I like bread pudding more and I like potato pong, and then rice pudding comes in last. You could take that to any party, although it's a small batch. I don't know how much of it you will serve. So that's 1 piece already. It's gonna firm up some more. 2 piece. 4? I think it serves 4 people. but we're gonna say 6 because this chapter in the book is called Other Desserts for 6. I like it. It's really good. I gotta find somebody to give all this stuff away to now though, because we can't eat all this stuff. You guys, thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'm like 8,500 away from 100K. So I'm gonna start a campaign pretty soon here to ask you guys, I'm gonna start it right now. Ask you guys to share the videos and like it, and what else? What else do they need to do? Subscribe, because some people just watch and don't subscribe. It doesn't hurt. Joe, why are you doing the camera like that?
I'm seeing good.
Subscribing is free. There's no fee to subscribe, okay? So go ahead and subscribe so we could get 8,500, so we could get to the 100K, so I could get that plaque. Well, we gonna get the plaque. It's gonna belong to all of us, because it's not just me. I can't get the plaque by myself, right? I have to have 100,000 people follow me to get the plaque. Bye, guys. I love you. Bye. Remember, guys, we are not buying this book. Because if you do, the only people that are making money from that book are my ex-distributor and Amazon. Pick up this book instead. This is my Belizean cookbook. It has 120 authentic Belizean dishes that I've done on the show already, but now you can have it in print so you can follow along and your dishes will come out perfect each time. Hot off the presses, this is my second cookbook, guys. It's called the Pantry Laid Bare, and I named it that because I laid everything on the line when I picked the recipes for this book, all right? 111 delicious dishes from basic ingredients. To purchase, just check below on any of my videos and you'll see the different methods of payment and also the shipping. Thanks, guys.
You come and try this warm delight.
The rice
This is the Pantry Show.
It's not bad. It almost tastes like the bread pudding.
What about the texture? Because I know you don't like the texture of rice pudding.
Texture is good. It's not too
It's not too grainy.
right.
You know, that's why Joe don't like rice pudding from other people, because they cook the rice not long enough, right? And then the rice is grainy, like if you're eating rice with your dinner, right?